Good morning, kids. I hope you are doing great because for today we will tackle our new lesson. Before we start, sit back and relax and lend your ears on me for I will read first a story all about animals, which is the title is The Lion and the Dolphin. After that, I will ask questions all about it. Get it, kids? Okay. So let's start. The Lion and the Dolphin. One day, Leo and Delphine meet at the edge of the jungle, each boasting their own strengths. The wise owl overheard and intervened, reminding them of their limitation in each other's domains. Realizing the truth in Owl's world, Leo and Delphine set aside their differences and become friends. They learn to appreciate each other's unique qualities and live harmoniously, teaching others the value of respect and understanding. And so, the lion and the dolphin showed that despite their differences, friendships and acceptance can bridge any gap, inspiring unity and harmony in the animal kingdom. Okay, kid, I will have the questions now. So can I request for you to stand up, please? Okay. The first question, what kind of animals are in the story? Okay, very good. It is the lion and the dolphin, and there are also the owl. Okay, let's give her a round of applause, please. Okay, please stand up. The next question is, what does the lion and dolphin like? Okay, very good. They are curious about themselves and what it feels like to live in each other's habitat. Okay, very good. Okay, the last question. Okay, please stand up. Okay. Where does Leo and the lion and Delphine the dolphin live? Okay, very good. So, Leo lives on the land while Delphine lives in the ocean because Delphine is a dolphin. Okay, very good. So, our discussion for today is all about habitats, animals' habitat. And the question is, what is habitat? Let's explore the habitats. So, habitat is a place where plants and animals live. It is a place where they find everything they need to survive, such as food, water, and shelter. Here are the types of habitat. So there are various types of habitats on our planet. Each habitat has distinctive characteristics that provide a unique home for a diverse array of plants and animals. So there we have ocean, forest, desert, grassland, wetland, mountain, and polar region. But for today, we will focus on the land, water, and the land and water. So, I will show you pictures and tell me where do they live, okay? The first one is ocean. So oceans are vast bodies of salt water that cover most of the Earth's surface. They are home to an incredible diversity of marine life like kelp, seaweed, fish, sea turtles, crustaceans, dolphins, whales, sharks, and corals. Okay, the next one is grasslands. So grasslands are wide open spaces covered with grasses and few or no trees. They can be found in different parts of the world, including the prairies of North America and the savannas of Africa. Grasslands are home to animals like bison, zebras, giraffes, and grazing animals. Predators like lions and cheetahs also inhabit these areas. Next is the wetlands. Wetlands are areas where the land is saturated with water for a significant part of the year. They include marshes, swamps, and bogs. Wetlands are crucial for maintaining water quality and providing habitats for many species. Cattails, water lilies, ducks, frogs, alligators, and various bird species depend on wetlands for food and shelter. Mountains are habitats characterized by steps, slopes, high altitude, and colder temperature as you climb higher. They are home to unique plant and animal species adapted to survive in harsh conditions. Animals like mountain goats, snow leopards, and eagles can be found in mountainous regions. And the desert. Deserts are dry and hot regions where there is very little rainfall. These habitats can be sandy or rocky and have extreme temperature variations. Desert plants like cacti and succulents have special adaptation to conserve water. Animals such as camels, snakes, scorpions, and lizards are well suited to survive in deserts. Last is the polar region. So the polar region includes the Arctic at the North Pole and the Antarctic at the South Pole. These habitats are extremely cold, covered in ice and snow for much of the year. Polar bears, penguins, seals, and various seabirds are adapted to survive in these icy environments. Oh, the forest. Forests are vast areas filled with many trees. They can be found in different parts of the world and are home to a diverse range of organisms like oak, pines, squirrels, deer, bears, and birds. Forest floors are often covered with plants like ferns and mosses. And now, we will have an activity and I will read the instruction. I'll show different kinds of animals and you will identify where do they live, okay? Let's start. This one, what is this? Okay, it is a worm. And where does the worm live? Okay, very good. In the land. How about this picture? What is this animal? Okay, this is a dolphin. And where the dolphin lives? Okay, they live in the ocean. How about this? What kind of animal is this? Okay, it is a crocodile. And where do crocodile lives? Yes, very good. They can live on land and also in the water. Very good. Let's give ourselves a round of applause. And now we will proceed to our next activity. Okay? Match each animal to its habitat. Okay? I will give you 3 minutes to identify each animal's habitat. Okay, we're all done. Thank you. So why do we study habitats? To understanding the biodiversity. So habitats are home to a vast array of organisms. By studying habitats, we can learn about the incredible diversity of life on Earth. This knowledge helps us appreciate the interconnectedness of different species and the rules in maintaining a healthy ecosystem. Okay, that's all for today. God bless and thank you for listening and have a good day.